it's Megan. So today I'm going to do another food subscription review and comparison. So today it's going to be Home Chef versus HelloFresh. And if you watched my Blue Apron versus HelloFresh video a few months ago, you'll know that I didn't really love my experience with HelloFresh for my first box. So this was my second box with HelloFresh, and I had a much better experience. And I have noticed that their website is updated. It's a little different, and it seems like they made some updates or tweaks to their service that I really enjoyed this second time around. And for Home Chef, this was also my second box from them. So I think that getting these subscriptions at least 2 times really shows you the pros and the cons of both, and I think gives you a better picture of their service, and it's truly hard to judge from the first box whether or not they're a good fit for you. So I did want to do an update review on HelloFresh, but also compare it to something else. And I think Home Chef, they are very comparable. The price point is very comparable. The types of meals are comparable. So I think it's they're better to compare to each other as opposed to comparing it to Blue Apron, which I think is a more experimental type of meals. If you want to try really different techniques and really different ingredients, Blue Apron is a really cool subscription to take part in, and we're still getting Blue Apron boxes every few weeks, so we still really love that. But I am happy to say we really loved Home Chef and HelloFresh as well. So I just want to give you guys a few of the statistics, I guess, on HelloFresh and Home Chef. And for any subscription review that I do, we always get the 4-person family plan for whatever box we're receiving. So that's what we pick, is always 2 meals for 4 people per week. So we get 2 different recipes, and each of them has 4 portions for our 4-person family. So for HelloFresh, for the family plan, 2 meals for 4 people per week, it's $79.95, and that includes shipping and all those types of things. That's the final price that you pay. And then for Home Chef, it's almost exactly the same. For 2 meals for 4 people per week, it's $79.60. So you're saving 35 cents by getting Home Chef. Pretty much they're exactly the same price when you compare it like that. So I think that's even better to compare to boxes that are practically the same price, the same amount of meals, it's just awesome. So for HelloFresh and Home Chef, I have referral links. So for HelloFresh, if you want to purchase your first box, I have a link below to save $40 on your first box. So that would bring it to $39.95 if you're getting the family plan, or it would take $40 off whatever amount of meals or however many people you're getting. So $40 off your first box. The link is down below, and I do get $20 if you sign up through my link. And then for Home Chef, I have a referral link for $30 off your first box, and I get $30. So if you got the family box with the $30 off, it would be $49.60, and if you want to save some money, those are good options to do it. Okay, also to let you know, HelloFresh, when I first got HelloFresh, I don't know if it was because it was some sort of introductory thing, but I could not figure out how to choose my meals on their website. And so in my review, I said you can't choose your meals on HelloFresh because that was my personal experience. And these reviews are just what I've experienced. I know I've received a lot of comments with people having other experiences, and we will all, I think, have a different experience and review it differently just depending on all different factors. But this time doing HelloFresh, it was my second time, so I don't know if that made a difference, but I was able to choose between 3 meals that they had to offer. So I could pick 2 of those 3 meals to receive in my box. So that is definitely an improvement. I really appreciate when you can pick the meals. If you can't pick the meals, I really don't like the service. So being able to choose 2 meals for my family out of 3 options is definitely better than not being able to choose at all. And then for Home Chef, there are actually 9 meals that I could choose from. So I picked 2 of those 9 meals, and they also have these little add-ons. For $4.99, you can get smoothies or a fruit basket with your box. So we didn't do those, but I think that's really cool, especially the fruit basket, to have fresh fruit delivered with your meals. If, like, for us, these services are so amazing. It saves us so much time, so many trips to the grocery store that we spent too much money buying things we didn't need or didn't end up using. This is just so great, and it seems a little expensive when you look at the price, but when you think about all the time saved, the waste that you're not wasting, the extra food you're not wasting, like gas money to get to the grocery store, it really adds up, and I think it's really worth it. So those are the basic things from my experience with HelloFresh and Home Chef, and so I'm going to insert now me cooking the 4 meals that I had, 2 from HelloFresh and 2 from Home Chef, and then at the end of this video, after you see those little snippets of the meals and the recipes, I will give you guys my final opinions on these services and which one I would recommend to you. So enjoy the recipes, and if you want to skip through, I will have the timestamps down below if you don't want to see certain recipes. So hang tight, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing me cook these meals. So I am unboxing the Home Chef, which I wanted to give another shot to. So these are the 2 recipes that we got this time. Patio barbecue steak sandwich with corn and garlic bread. Oh no, that's the sandwich part. But that just looked really good to me, really summery. And then this I thought would be cool to try, tamarind shrimp and coconut curry. I've never really had any Indian style food, so I thought this would be interesting. So I got these, and I did get to pick them. Okay, and then everything is in this insulated box. It's pretty cold. Wish it was a little colder, so I'm gonna put everything in the fridge, and then as I make the meals, I'll show you guys all the ingredients. Tonight I'm going to be making the Home Chef Patio barbecue steak sandwich. I did want to show you guys, when you get your first Home Chef box, it comes with this really cute binder, so you can keep all your recipes. You just use a 3-hole punch and have different recipes in here. Lots of Blue Apron, and then my Home Chef ones. So this is what we're gonna make. Hopefully it looks that delicious when I make it. So it has all the nutrition facts, the calories, prep time and cook time. It's easy, it's a mild spice, and it shows you in your box you get all those ingredients, and then for the recipe you need to provide olive oil, salt, pepper, cooking spray, grill, or a small bowl. And a small bowl. And then here are the instructions also on this left side. Definitely pay attention to these in like the gray, because it shows you like before you cook what to do, and while you cook what steps you should be doing, because those steps are not in the recipe. So that's very important to read those. So here is the recipe if you guys want to follow along, and I will have to get out our grill pan, which I hope we have. And it just seems like a really summery dish. All the ingredients come in a bag like this. Because we have the 4-person meal, I get 2 bags of those. So I'll go over all the ingredients. We have the steaks. I put them in a Ziploc bag as soon as I get them, before I put them in the fridge. Any meats. 2 things of corn, so we have the same in the bag over there. 2 corns, cilantro, a red onion, some like lettuce, I'm not sure what type of lettuce that is, cheese, dark chili powder. I thought this was funny. 4 little things of butter, a container of barbecue sauce, and 2 rolls. So duplicates in here, and these are all the ingredients we're gonna need except for salt, pepper, olive oil, and cooking spray. It said to cut the hoagie rolls, but they were already cut in half, so that's good. We're making the butter, so I just, I only used 4 of the little packets and kind of smushed it in this bowl. And my mom's helping me to mince the parsley. I said that was cilantro earlier, but it's parsley. And my mom cut the onions, and I washed and rinsed, took the corn out of the husks and washed them, and those are gonna go on the grill. And I have our grill pan heating up, and it's getting too hot because it's been a while. I just used some Pam. And so we're gonna make the butter and then put it on the rolls to put them on the grill. Then the next step is the steak. Okay, so my mom wiped off the Pam or Pam off of the grill pan because she said it gets like black when it gets overheated. So because you put the butter on the rolls like so, it doesn't really need the oil. I'm still a novice, so I didn't realize that. But we just put the parsley butter on one side and then just plain butter on the other, and so our pan only holds 2 at once. So we're gonna grill these and then put the cheese on them to melt while we're doing the other steps. So we put the pieces of steak in the bowl to season it. So we have the dark chili powder. It comes, here, can you point it down here? It comes with a lot, 2 packets for the 4-person. I just shook a little bit into my hand and I'm putting it on the steak because that's just so much. So we barely used any because it's kind of a spicy, smoky flavor, and I'm not sure if we'll really like that. But we're just seasoning the steak before we put on the grill pan. So we just put the steaks on the grill pan with some canola oil that I was very afraid to pour onto it. So those are going, and we are going to make a side of the suddenly salad because even though they give us arugula, you just put it on the top and it's not really like a salad. So we're going to make a side of the suddenly salad, or like a rice side, just to complete the dish. So we have the onions going in a different pan because we're actually going to put the steaks in the oven for the rest of the time. And we're making the suddenly salad in this little container. But I think I do need to make more of the butter if we want it on the corn. It recommends that. So we only have this little bit of butter left, so I might need to use some of our own butter. And with the arugula, it just wants you to put it on top of the sandwiches, but we don't really like arugula. Well, I do not really like arugula, so I don't know if that will really get used. The steaks are resting. I have the corn on the grill pan, and I burned my hand on the handle. Finished the onions, made some more of the butter, and yeah, once the corn's done, we'll be ready to eat. Alright, so here is the final result. So put some of the barbecue sauce on the steak, the onions, cheese, and the seasoned butter on the roll. Got the seasoned butter on the corn and our suddenly salad that we added. Tonight we're making the tamarind shrimp with coconut curry from Home Chef. And again, here are the nutrition facts and the like easiness and spice. So these are all the ingredients you get in the box, and then you need these items for the meal that you need to provide. So here are the instructions if you guys want to do this yourselves. And we have never had like Indian food or like Indian inspired food, so I'm really excited about this. And of course, like I said last time, pay attention to this gray area because it gives steps that you do want to do that aren't in the recipe necessarily. So here are all the ingredients laid out. So we have 4 zucchini, 2 bell peppers. We have duplicates of everything because we have the 4-person curry powder, garlic cloves, parboiled brown rice. I've never heard of parboiled rice, so I guess it's like partially boiled. So we have that. Coconut milk, sweet chili sauce. Some of these were kind of leaking, so I have them on a pop holder. Tamarind concentrate and chopped ginger. So I'm heating up the water for the rice, and I'm gonna then prepare the fresh ingredients, and it seems pretty easy. Just cook the vegetables, cook the shrimp, and plate it. So seems like an easy one, and I'm excited to try a new type of cuisine for the very first time. The vegetables are going, the zucchini and the bell peppers with some olive oil, salt, and pepper in the pan. The rice has like 5 more minutes left, and so I'm just waiting for these to be done, and then the shrimp, I'll put the shrimp on probably in another pan while the vegetables finish cooking. So I added the ginger, garlic, and the curry powder to this, and then we're going to add the coconut milk. I have a pan getting ready for the shrimp, and it's smelling really good in here. The vegetables and the rice are done. The shrimp are cooking. They just have salt and pepper on right now. And then I have the sweet chili sauce and the tamarind concentrate here, which we're going to add once one side of the shrimp are browned. So here it is, the shrimp, the curry, coconut curry, and the rice. And my dad says so far that it's good. Mom, you think it's good? And we have some naan on the side. This is how the HelloFresh box comes when you unbox it. And so there's a little cute little pamphlet with different stuff. And then, oh, this is cute. It's like a little magazine kind of. Okay, so you have those, and then everything for the 2 recipes that we got are in these boxes, which I think is a really cute thing. But if you pull on this part, the lid comes off, so you kind of still have to get it from the bottom. But this is pretty much all the ingredients, and then they put the meats or seafood down here under the cold packs. So that is all under there, and I will show you guys all the ingredients when I'm making each of the dishes. Tonight I'm going to make the HelloFresh peppercorn pork chops with rosemary mashed potatoes and roasted broccoli. So the HelloFresh recipe cards are a little bit smaller than the other the Home Fresh or Blue Apron, but they have the same information. They have the prep time. This recipe is nut-free and gluten-free. And then it shows all of the ingredients that are included in the box. And then on the back, it has the ingredients, the sizes, so for the next time that you want to make it with your own ingredients. And then the nutrition facts are underneath that. And then it also says the tools that you'll need. And then it gives you the recipe, and it doesn't have like fancy pictures or anything, but it is very informative, and I will just zoom up on the recipe if you guys want to make this. And this seems like a really, really good cozy recipe, and cozy food is my ultimate favorite food. So here's how it comes. It comes in a box, and I ripped the label, but you just pull from here, which is really convenient, and so everything is inside. So we have broccoli, 2 bags of that. We have some sour cream packets. We have quite a few, actually. All right, 4 of these. Then we have the chicken, I'm assuming this is like chicken broth or some sort of, because it just says chicken reduced sodium. And then we have, oh my god, this is so cute, a little thing of milk. And then rosemary and peppercorns, whole peppercorns. And then we have 2 shallots, and then a bunch of I almost said tomatoes, potatoes. And then the meat comes separately like I showed you guys, and I always put the meats or seafoods from these boxes into plastic bags with a zip top for storing in the fridge because sometimes they tend to leak a little bit. So those are all the ingredients, and let's see, I'm preheating the oven right now. The first step is to cook and wash the potatoes and broccoli. We're gonna just basically make mashed potatoes and then bake the broccoli. So I will take you guys along with me on this recipe. I have the potatoes cooking or boiling on there, and then I have the broccoli in there roasting. I am trying to crush these black peppercorns. I can't find, it says use a mallet or a large pan. I've been trying to use a pan, and it seems like the bag is kind of like ripping, and so pepper is going everywhere. So I might just use our peppercorn grinder that we have. But next, I just have to pull the rosemary off the stems and chop up the shallots, and then we're going to cook the pork chops. So the potatoes are done. I added enough milk, like they give you more than you need. So just as much as we liked butter, salt, pepper, and some of the rosemary. And the pork chops are cooking. They're looking real good. And in the same pan, we're going to make the sauce, and that is the final step of this meal. So here is the final product. We have the roasted broccoli, the mashed potatoes where I didn't read the instructions well enough, and I put in the rosemary sprigs whole, but you're supposed to chop them, so that's probably ruined. Delicious Walmart bread. Get Walmart bread, like the, is it called the baguette? The bakery bread, French bread, so good. And then the pork chop and the sauce. Rachel, have you tried any? Is it good? It's good, and Rachel's hard to please, so that's really good. Tonight I'm making the HelloFresh Lemony shrimp linguine with roasted red pepper, garlic, and chili. This looks amazing. I love everything with shrimp, so this is going to be awesome. So it has prep time, and there's like a little piece of something on there. Prep time 10 minutes, total time 30 minutes, net free, and it said to make this first because of the shrimp, but I made this one last. So then it shows all of the ingredients that you get, the ingredients with the portions, and then the nutrition facts at the bottom. Also allergens and the tools you'll need. So here are the instructions if you guys want to do this at home, and I think this is going to be super, super delicious, and we've all been looking forward to this. So can I just say how much I love these boxes? They're super easy to just put all the ingredients in your fridge. So anyhow, we have 2 red peppers, 2 lemons, wow, very lemony, parsley, 2 of these, yes, 2 of those, garlic, huge garlic cloves, chili flakes, oh whoa, 1 teaspoon it says, 2 shallots, they really like shallots in HelloFresh, and then the pasta, and then of course the shrimp, and there's 2 packages of these. So let's see what the first, thing is. Okay, prep all the ingredients, get the water going, and the first thing we're going to do is cook the peppers, then the pasta, then the shrimp, and then mix it all together. So I will, of course, bring you guys along on the journey. The peppers are cooking. I have the pasta in there, chop the shallots, have the lemons. I forgot to zest them. I don't know if I can or want to zest them after this. I'm watching Superstore, and I'm super, super impressed. Let me pause this. I'm super impressed. The shrimp are actually deveined. Amazing, amazing, amazing. They look super blue because of this lighting, but usually it takes like forever to clean shrimp that these places send, but these are like ready to go. I'm amazed. I think I forgot to update you guys on a few steps, but when I was cooking the shrimp before that, you put in some olive oil and the shallots, garlic, and chili peppers or chili flakes, and then you sauteed those for a little bit, and then you add the shrimp, and then after the shrimp is cooked, then you add all this other stuff with some butter, and you just kind of swirl it all around, and it looks delicious. There's my butter melting. And yeah, oh, and you also squeeze in some of the lemon juice into this to make it lemony, but that's it. It was really easy, and I can't wait to try it. None of my family is home, so I'm just gonna be trying this out on my own. Okay, so now that you saw me cook the 4 meals, 2 from Home Chef and 2 from HelloFresh, I'm just going to give you guys our opinions, me and my family's opinions on these services and on the meals that we received. So from Home Chef, we had the Patio barbecue steak sandwich and the tamarind shrimp with coconut curry. We loved both of these. They were so delicious. I was very skeptical of the steak sandwich because it was like a flank steak, and I didn't know how that would work on a sandwich. Like, I thought it would be too chewy or it just wouldn't work. It was so amazing, so delicious, and we all loved it. It was a perfect summery meal, and we would definitely make this again. And then with the tamarind shrimp with coconut curry, this was our first time ever having a more Indian inspired meal, and definitely my first time ever cooking a meal of this like type. I've never made anything with curry or these types of ingredients, so I was a little nervous about it, but it was so delicious. The shrimp were amazing in their sauce, oh my god. And it was very, very easy, much easier than I expected, just because I know that Indian flavors are very strong and powerful, so I didn't know how that would be when cooking them. But it was so easy, the flavors were amazing, and we actually just had a family party yesterday, and my mom made a version of like the curry vegetables, and everyone loved it. So this one especially was really, really fun to have, and we loved both of them definitely. My one criticism with Home Chef is we tend to have a lot of extra like seasonings and sauces, and I don't know, it's just kind of odd how we have so much extra of these types of things. Like, we don't have too much meat or the main vegetables, but it seems like the sauces, we always get 2 of each because it is the family plan, so we get like 2 bags of the ingredients instead of, if you're just 2 people, you get 1 bag. But for us, we just always have extra. We almost have like at least 1 full size of the sauces or of the seasonings that we just don't use at all. So that is a little bit of waste to me, but of course it's better to have too much than not enough. So that would be my one criticism with Home Chef. But I do love, and I showed you guys, that it comes with this cookbook when you first get your first Home Chef box, and all of the recipes come pre hole punch, the 3 hole punch, but I have just been putting hole punches in my other recipes and just really, really enjoying this additional feature of this subscription service. I really, really appreciate this because I have wanted a place to put my recipes to look back on that is in one centralized place, and Home Chef offers that with your very first box. So I think that is a really, really nice touch and something no other subscription that I have experienced so far has offered. So love these meals, absolutely love them. A little bit of waste for our family with the extra sauces and ingredients. Then with HelloFresh, we had the peppercorn pork chops and the lemony shrimp linguine. And we loved both of these as well. With the pork chops, I couldn't get the peppercorns to break. I think it would have been better if they just gave it to you ground up or whatever, because it told you to try to smash the peppercorns with a pan or with a mallet, and it just wasn't working for me, so I ended up just using our pepper grinder that we had, so we didn't end up using the peppercorns that they provided at all. So personally, I think they would just be better off sending you like really nice pepper already ground up if that's what they wanted you to use. But that was just my one like negativity towards the pork chop meal, but it was delicious overall. And the baked broccoli, that was so good. At least I've never baked broccoli before, and that was delicious. And then the lemony shrimp linguine, I really, really liked this. Most of my family liked it. My mom thought it was a little spicy with the chili flakes, but that is all depending on how many you put in. It's not like they force you to put in as many as they tell you to, but I guess I just put in too many for her personal taste. So that was the one negativity towards that. I did wish this had more of a sauce. Like everything was kind of mixed together in the one pan at the end, so it kind of had a sauce, but to me it needed more of an actual sauce. But I'm just a sauce person, so that's my personal opinion. So in the future, if we made this, I would definitely add like a creamier sauce to it or something, and I think that would have also balanced the spice to my mom. So that was one thing about that. But you guys, I was so impressed. The shrimp that came with this meal, they were already washed, already peeled, already deveined. Thank the Lord for companies that devein the shrimp before you get it, because I've had shrimp in Blue Apron and Home Chef, and both times they came peeled but not deveined, and I've had to devein them, and that takes quite a long time, especially when you're making enough shrimp for 4 people. And this, it was just a great bonus to have the shrimp deveined, because it saved me time. It saved me the gross factor of deveining shrimp, and it just was something I really appreciated from HelloFresh that I haven't experienced before with Blue Apron or Home Chef. So that was really, really awesome to me, and definitely a bonus for this subscription box. So overall, I honestly recommend both HelloFresh and Home Chef after this experience. Like I said, this was my second box from each. My first boxes from both of these subscriptions, I was kind of on the fence. I didn't really like HelloFresh so much, but I wanted to give it another shot. And Home Chef, I liked the recipes that they had, and again, that's the subscription where you have 9 choices to choose from each week for your meals. So that gives you a lot of options to decide on, would my family like this? Do you want to try something new? And that flexibility I really love about Home Chef. But both of these, in these second times I'm trying them, I absolutely loved both, and we are definitely going to purchase more of these in the future. And to me, it's all about what meals you choose. I typically skip at least 2 weeks in between getting each type. So every time I get Blue Apron, I'll skip 2 weeks, and then in those 2 weeks, I'll try something else. So it's always like trying new things, and most of these subscriptions, at least in my opinion, don't have recipes every week that I love. So having now 3 subscriptions that I love, Blue Apron, Home Chef, and HelloFresh, to try out different recipes and have those different things every week is so much fun. I really, really love them. And like I said, it has saved our family lots of time, lots of money, and we haven't wasted as much food because we eat all these portions. We don't have so many leftovers that those go to waste. So for our family, these are totally worth it. Really, really love these subscriptions, and if you guys want to try them, I do have my referral links down below to save $40 for HelloFresh for your first box and $30 for your first box of Home Chef. Love them both. I've had good customer service experience with both of these boxes. And also to update you guys on HelloFresh, my first box, I signed for it, and I thought that's how it would always be. but in this box it was delivered when I wasn't home and I didn't have to sign for it or anything. Same with Home Chef, didn't have to sign. So you don't have to be home when you receive the box, but especially now that it's getting really hot here, we do try to be home shortly after it is delivered, just because we don't want it outside in the heat for a long time. So super impressed with both of these. I'm very happy to report that. And if you guys try these out with my referral links, or if you've tried these out yourselves, please let me know what you think of these subscriptions, and if you like one more than the other, or if there are any other food subscription boxes that you think I would really enjoy or you would like to see my review on. We're loving getting these, and I'm really enjoying trying out different brands and companies that are doing these services, because it's just a lot of fun to have new recipes and new meals to try out all the time. So I hope you enjoyed this and found this helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!